Amoeba Proteus, life history. Amoeba gets its name through two Greek words. The first, amoeba, means change, and Proteus means sea god. So the Greek meaning describes this microbe as the sea god Proteus that has an ever-changing shape. Here is the taxonomy of Amoeba Proteus. It is in the domain Eukaryota. Eukaryota meaning a true membrane-bound nucleus. Genus Amoeba, species Proteus. You'll find Amoeba Proteus in clean water that has a lot of algae, a lot of plant matter. This animal is very averse to light. It moves through a process called cytoplasmic streaming. It basically sends out a pseudopod and streams its cytoplasm into the pseudopod to drag itself along. While it is a predator, it eats a lot of zooplankton or small animals. It will also eat phytoplankton, so it is somewhat omnivorous, and it eats through a process called phagocytosis. Phagocytosis is extending pseudopods around a suitable food parcel, whether it be zooplankton or phytoplankton, dumping digestive enzymes into this formed vacuole that it encloses the food item in, and then digesting the organism for nutrients. Reproduction in Amoeba Proteus is primarily binary fission, meaning it creates an exact copy of itself as the most common means of reproduction. Although under some adverse circumstances, it has exhibited sporulation or encystment, forming a cyst in very unfavorable circumstances to await a change in the habitat to a more favorable condition. It can conjugate, meaning it can exchange some DNA with other members of its own species, and if it's damaged, it can regenerate. The Amoeba Proteus is, by definition, a free-living chemo-organoheterotroph, where its energy is obtained from chemical sources, such as sugars, fatty acids, and glycerols. It's omnivorous, so it includes lots of microorganisms, diatoms, bacteria, plants. This organism acquires its oxygen through diffusion, and that's the same way it gets rid of its waste products, whether it be CO2, carbon dioxide, or nitrogenous waste. They diffuse out through excretion. And pathogenesis. This means its ability to cause disease. There are over 40 species of amoeba. Now, Amoeba Proteus is only one of those, and Amoeba Proteus is non-pathogenic. However, it can host other disease organisms. There are some species of amoeba, though, that can cause certain diseases, such as amoebic dysentery or other infections. This concludes our discussion of the fascinating creature known as Amoeba Proteus.